So lately, I've been thinking about a couple of things, and one of them has to do with my relationship. I don't know where the camera is. Okay. One of them has to do with my relationship with family, which this year has shown, even more so than last year, how important family is and how important it is to hang on to the people that you love, because we don't know when our next day is going to be our last. And it's just so important to just love on the people in your life, because nobody's time is promised. Everybody's time is borrowed. So um for me, I've been thinking a lot about what it is in this next stage of my life. What do I want? Um, I'm pretty private when it comes to my dating life, or what I'm doing um, with passion projects, just in general. And I think God has taken me to a place through um, through these years to really be in a place where I can open up, and allow other people into my space and not feel so feel not be so guarded. Let me just say that. Just not be so guarded. And it's easy for me to be guarded and to be to myself. I'm a pretty reserved person and introverted in some ways. Um, Introverted and extroverted. You can be both, right? So, but now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I want a relationship, right? And I want a relationship that reflects my values, reflects um, the kind of life I want to lead. And I won't go into details about, what kind of what kind of man and all of that stuff. Trust me, I got the list. I got the list. I got the list. Got the list. But what I will say is something that I've really been thinking about throughout this process of like dating, is the fact that I live in New York, city of like 9 million people. Brooklyn is a pretty packed. A lot of people live in Brooklyn. Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island is Staten Island. And I say all that to say all these people, right? And I still find myself in a place where I'm like, where are the men? Where are they? Are they hiding? Where are they? And I've tried dating apps. I've tried all of the dating apps. I don't know how good I am on them, so I can't like chalk up all of the non-success to dating apps, because I really I give them like a week. All right, maybe 2 weeks. I give them 2 weeks, and then I'm like, all right, I'm off this. I can't. So it dating hasn't been fun, and it used to feel like, or I used to put pressure on myself to say, okay, this is the way you need to do it. This is the way that it'll work, right? Trying to create a formula, and there is no formula to align yourself with the right people. I don't necessarily believe in soulmates. I don't think that God would. I guess once you're in it, you may feel like, oh, this is my person. But I feel like, there could be a lot of different people that I connect with and vibe with and share values and things of that nature and interests with. And so I'm at a place now where I'm like, what do I want to do next to be proactive, but also be proactive in my dating life, but also trust God in the process. And to find that balance has been a little bit interesting, because I'm a proactive person. And I say that to say I'm proactive in other areas of my life, but when it comes to dating, I haven't been as proactive. Just having this conversation is a lot, right? It's a conversation that I have all the time with myself and with other people, but to actually talk about this topic in front of people or in front of you guys, it's I'm interested to hear feedback and to hear other thoughts, and not to be in my own head. But I just really want to stress the importance of like not only trusting God, but like in the process of me trusting God, what am I doing in the process? Like, am I reading more? Am I working out? Am I putting myself in spaces and places where I can meet people, right? I'm not uh, a recluse. I like going out and I like meeting people and I like, meeting people in interesting places. Like, I do paint and sips and well, when we used to be able to paint and sip, but I'm very active and I like to do things and I like to meet people, but we're in COVID now, right? And so what does dating look like? But I truly believe that God can do a lot of things with a little. He doesn't need a lot, right? And so whether it's you meeting someone going to the grocery store, you meeting someone I don't know, at a Zoom event, I don't know. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've put limitations on what I think God can do in this season of my life, and I'm it's silly because I've seen what he's done with very little for me, at least. And that's usually how I know it's God, because I typically, when I've dated in the past, I've been the person that is kind of like organizing and scheduling. Okay, well, let's do this, and kind of like taking the lead of the dating process. And I've aligned myself with guys that aren't looking for long-term relationships. They're not marriage minded. They're not even they're not, and that's okay, right? I think we're not all at the same place at the same time. We're not all thinking about the same things at the same time, and that's okay. But right now, I think I'm ready to really start being intentional about what it is that I want and what I require from someone else, and do I possess those qualities? And if not, it's okay. But what are you willing to do to work on it, right? So these are things that I'm telling myself and talking to myself about. And I've been praying that throughout this process, because this is where it gets a little vulnerable, I guess, but I've been single since I was 18. My last boyfriend was high school. And so throughout that time, like college and, after college and coming back home from college, I've dated, but I've dated, but it's never led to any long-term relationship. And I think a lot of relationships or situationships that should have ended a lot sooner, probably like week one, day one, they went on because I wanted to give people second, third, fourth, and fifth chances. And I don't see anything wrong with when somebody does something that you don't like, having a conversation and allowing them the chance to redeem themselves and allow grace, which I would hope to get, right? So I don't mind that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I do think that there is something to be said about seeing flag after flag and still putting yourself in that position to deal with whatever that person is dishing out. And so I think this time around I won't waste my time like I did in the past. And I think I had to go through those things. I truly believe that in order to be in a place where I'm no longer putting forth more effort than I should, or that the other person is reciprocating. So it feels good to say that out loud. It feels good to be in a place where I want someone, and hopefully one day I'll need that person, right? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with needing people. I think we take need and for some people that's like you are begging, or you're being needy, or you are not strong. But I think there's so much strength in vulnerability, and there's strength in knowing what you want and expressing those needs. I never assume that somebody knows what I want unless I ask. And that's something that I'm learning too, is just how to be a better communicator. It's a weird time because, I've done a lot of praying about, God, when is this person? When is he coming? what is it gonna look like, and all of these things. And it's just like, that's cool, and there's nothing wrong with me doing that. But at the same time, maybe the prayer could also include, and God, when you send them, can you prepare, can I be prepared? Or God, before you send them, can you prepare me to be right? And so for me, that's where I am now in my life, in this new phase. And it feels good to just like not feel like burdened by singleness. And sometimes it does feel like that. It feels like I'm being punished. Like, okay, I'm being punished. And because there are things that happen in life where, in my life at least, where I feel like, oh wow, it would be so great to run this idea off of my boyfriend, or run this idea off of, or to travel with this person that I love and that I care about, or to invite them to this party when parties happen again. Like, those things, I look forward to those things, but I have to remind myself that I can't look forward to it so much so that I'm missing all of like the other important things, just as important, equally important. And so I really felt like I had to come on here and share that for anybody else who's in the same place, or maybe in a similar place as I am right now, where you are asking God to prepare you for a relationship or the next relationship. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I would encourage you to, read your word, and enjoy your singleness and independence. I think that there will come a time where the things that I like to do in my introvert ways, and being able to go and come as I please, I won't be able to do that as much, because I'll have someone to be accountable to. And I look forward to that, right? But I'm in no rush. I must say, I enjoy my time. I do. So in that regard, I'm very grateful, but I will be equally grateful and appreciative to be able to share those experiences with the person that I care about, so, and that I love. So I look forward to that. But I just wanted to come on here and share that. Hopefully that inspires someone to keep going, keep pushing, don't settle. Write your list if that's going to help, but ask God to prepare you to be those things, and to have patience, and when that person comes in, because we are not perfect people. I'm not perfect, not even perfect. Perfect is a step up. I'm a work in progress every day. So yeah, I'm happy that I got to share that a little bit. Let's see. Oh, we're good on time. All right, so my time is up. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope to come back to you soon. This was nice. So thanks for watching. Bye.